So I think yesterday there was like a developer direct, and there's a new Doom trailer. I've heard that the slogan for this game is "Stand and Fight," so we'll see how well I think that translates. I really like sort of the movement. I think the reason I like Eternal so much is because of sort of the movement around the map, like the vertical movements and stuff. So we'll see. Developer Direct 2025. Is this just the trailer, or is this more? I thought only a trailer came out. Gameplay sizzle. Okay, well, here we go. Let's just do this then. Bum, 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 bum. That's cool.
Hello, and welcome to Dallas, Texas, home of id Software, where more than 30 years ago, a small team of game developers helped define and set a course for first-person shooters. A lot has changed since then, but our team is as passionate as ever.
And our game can be played on your pacemaker.
Of our games, innovation, craftsmanship, and performance remain a priority for us to this day.
And as you're about to see, those values are infused in every aspect of this latest installment in the legendary Doom franchise.
Doom.
It is an honor to work on this game, to carry on
Boom.
its tradition of creating all-out, groundbreaking levels of fun.
So now, we're excited to share with you a look at our most ambitious game yet. This is Doom: The Dark Ages.
That was so stupid I mouthed the words.
I didn't say it. Are you gonna have like regular humans fighting alongside you at certain points?
In Doom: The Dark Ages, you will feel like the superweapon in the center of a medieval war against hell. Set in a cinematic sci-fi fantasy world full of locations to explore, powerful weapons to unlock, and enemies to conquer. This is a prequel to Doom 2016, and that's given us the opportunity to reimagine every
This is
aspect
pre
of
him getting
experience.
captured, right?
So if you're new to the franchise, then Doom: The Dark Ages will be the perfect entry point into the series. And if you're
Before
a
he
longtime
gets,
fan,
you know,
then you'll be proud
encased
to
in
see
the stone
a lot
and then
of ways,
awakened in
the feel of the
16.
game is really a return to form. So let's break it down. Starting
It does
with
look slower,
the
way
combat.
slower.
In Doom
Pokemon.
Eternal, you felt like a fighter jet. In Doom: The Dark Ages, you'll be an iron tank. Heavy, strong, but still fast. A grounded combat system with an emphasis on power over the acrobatics of Doom Eternal.
Okay, the speed looks fine.
Balance between
As long as that
enemy
feels like I'm
projectiles
still like
and player
moving,
movement
you know?
speed that makes strafing to aim viable again. Just like in the classic Doom games. But it's not all about nostalgia.
I think a big part of it is just sort of in the original, like in Eternal, you sort of feel like this fucking speedster out there, like you're dodging and weaving through attacks and bullets and everything. I guess as long as I still feel like fast and like an oppressive force as I like quickly approach them, I think I'll feel fine about it.
Innovation is the goal, always. And so for Doom: The Dark Ages, it's an all-new world with new tools.
The maps look way
and
bigger,
new mechanics to
like
master.
infinitely bigger
Let
than
me
before.
introduce you to the shield saw. Block. Throw.
So I'm
Parry.
seeing on the bottom here. So here's the health bar of the shield I'm noticing.
Deflect. All from one input. It's contextual. Tons of depth
Okay.
on a single button press. You know, we want every Doom game to stand on its own as a unique experience. So in 2016, we asked you to run and gun.
Yeah.
In Doom Eternal, it was jump and shoot.
And then here's stand and
And
fight.
in Doom: The Dark Ages, you're gonna stand and fight.
I'll have to wait. I'll have to play it to see how I feel about it.
The Shield Saw will give you the strength to go head to head with some of the biggest, baddest demons we've ever created at id.
The designs are cool.
But that's not all.
I'll agree.
Because if you're gonna stand and fight, then you gotta have
But,
something
like-
to follow up that open.
But again, like you can see the movement here and how fast, how he's sort of moving around. As long as like that's a consistent speed, like I'm able to consistently be like that, I think I'll be fine. As opposed to before, where he's like
Biggest,
slowly
baddest
walking up.
demons we've ever created it in. But that's not all. Because if you're
Yeah,
gonna
like this.
stand
As
in
long as I
fight,
can
then
do
you
this
have something to
consistently, then I think
follow
I'll be
up that
fine.
opening parry with. How about an iron flail? Or maybe an electrified gauntlet? Or even
Okay.
a doom spiked mace?
Oh, that's cool.
That's right, we have 3 melee options that are part of a melee system. All on one input, complete with combos and upgrades. And it's totally awesome. And you can finish off the demons now with an all-new, unsynced, completely in the player's control glory kill system. From any angle, in and out, as you see fit. And it feels amazing. You'll feel unstoppable, smashing your way through the board with total freedom.
I don't know if I like that as much. I kind of like the like clearly in an animation you're sort of in a mini cutscene as you like rip a dude open from his shoulder, you know. I think that looks a bit better than sort of this, or at least feels more oppressed, like crazy.
We got one more really
Like that.
important button
That just feels like an empowered attack, right? That doesn't feel like I'm finishing him off. That just felt like I did a strong, like I held the button to do a heavy attack instead of just a light attack. I think that's what that feels like, from at least this perspective.
talked about yet. The trigger. That's right, we've saved the best for last. Doom has and always will be all about the guns, and Dark Ages has some of the most ridiculous
Double plasma gun
weapons that we've ever created.
that chains lightning to them, I guess.
Mean, ancient, brutal torture machines built to butcher, impale,
Oh my god,
shred the minions of hell
a
with.
spike gun. So I guess everything will always be one-handed though on your right hand though.
Design of these never before seen.
Does that mean if you got like a BFG, you're only ever firing with the right hand? You're not like double wielding, or like the minigun where you can like pull it out and like double fire type of stuff.
Insanely fun to use tools of mayhem that only the Slayer has the power to wield. So let's take a look at some extended gameplay footage.
Okay, yeah.
And see how these medieval mechanics synergize with the enemies and the environments to form the new combat loop for Doom: The Dark Ages.
Okay, let's see it. Movement still feels good, especially if you get, I guess, a charge. A charge is nice. Again, he's kind of just standing there, which I don't know if I'm crazy about. I kind of like the movement. Just being this master of death, weaving in and out of enemies. Oh, okay, you can sort of teleport to the shield. Nice little stun. That does damage, I assume. It definitely looks closer to the original Dooms. Like for sure. Especially like projectiles and everything. I totally think their design philosophy there works. And it looks and feels like looks what it is.
And flexible than ever before, with a new difficulty system and sliders that will allow players to tune the speed and challenge of the game to whatever fits them best.
Probably just gonna
You
turn up the
slow
game
things
speed.
down or speed them up. It's a Doom for all Slayers.
Probably gonna just turn it up.
Gameplay doesn't end with just the Slayer. We finally have for you, you've been waiting for 2 games now, to get in and pilot your very own
Mech.
30-story Atlan, which is a mech. It's the size of a building, it's powerful, and you can beat giant Titan-sized demons to death with your gauntleted fists.
That's
And
cool.
if that wasn't enough, we also
get the
have
bird,
for you
right?
your
Yeah.
very own fire-breathing, Gatling gun-toting cybernetic dragon. Neither of these are one-and-done features either. They have a full suite of abilities and even mini-bosses. The spectacle is epic. The Power Fantasy is unlike anything we've made it in. And the combat systems behind these features
I like
are
the dodging
deep
I'm seeing.
and tons of fun.
Oh, there you go, the double minigun. But it looks like you're on top of
We know that
well,
fans
you're
of single-player
getting into the
action
mech.
games expect more than just great combat to pull them through the experience. So we're excited to share with you not just the gunplay, but the world of Doom: The Dark
How about
Ages.
exploration then, sorry.
Your hero's journey will take you to the far reaches of the Doom universe. Mysterious worlds from the Slayer's past, dark forests, dungeons, ancient hellscapes, battlefields, and and worlds beyond. And through exploration, you'll be unlocking new abilities and godlike powers every step of the way. Now armed with your trusty shield saw, you're gonna cut, leap, and smash
so you
away
kind of
through
like
environments full
are
of
able to
secrets and
teleport to it.
treasures. There's always something new waiting to be discovered or destroyed. Now let's take a closer look at just one of the many missions you'll experience in Doom: The Dark Ages. In this level, you will meet the enemy at the gates and save a city from certain destruction. Explore the medieval battlefield outside.
Who's that door for? Who is that door for? The mech? That's it?
Enemy formations along the way to engage with as you see fit, with any gun you choose.
Okay. So they're getting rid of the Doom Eternal DLC enemies where you need specific weapons to deal with them.
Discovering secret caves and dungeon-like mines in search of vital resources.
Cool.
You control the pace of the game. Where you go,
I assume it's more wide linear than open world, right?
the objectives you pursue.
They've just made the instead of like the corridor, it's just a really wide corridor. Kind of like a Dark Souls game,
Once you've
in a way.
broken the enemy assault, head back to the main gates because the battle isn't over yet. And the soundtrack to your epic adventures will be composed by the award-winning team at Finishing Move, providing you with a metal soundscape that's loaded with guitars, medieval vibes, and pure adrenaline. You'll feel like you're expanding the legend of the Slayer with every mission you complete.
We'll see.
And speaking
Nick
of
Gordon's
that
tough to
legend,
beat.
the story of
Nick
Doom:
Gordon's
The
pretty
Dark
tough to
Ages,
beat.
like everything else in the game, is big. It's a summer blockbuster event with everything on the line, and you are the star of the show. Your power is coveted by your enemies and withheld from your allies. With the Slayer imprisoned at the start of our story, the balance of power between good and evil is shifting, and time is running out. It's a new story and the perfect entry point for new players. It's easier to access now as we've taken the narrative out of the codex and into the cutscenes.
Okay.
New characters, old allies, and powerful new.
As long as it's done well, then I don't
For
care.
returning players, it leads directly into the Doom 2016 Slayer's Testaments.
I was gonna say,
It's
this
an
is probably
action
what,
story
yeah.
worthy of the Slayer's legend.
I mentioned it earlier, where this is probably leading up into being encased in the stone. And then time skip 2016
We've
then
got
happens
10
and you're taken out of the
years
stone.
Making modern Doom games together, and we've done better with every game we've made.
The hope with all this, the goal, is to give players an experience that's as fun to play as it was to make. And make something that's good enough to become the best game id has ever made.
But that is for you to decide. When Doom: The Dark Ages releases,
I think I knew the release date already, but I want to. Right. Collector's bundle, debatable. Or like if I want to get that, debatable. I did see the pre-order on the Steam page along with the deluxe edition or whatever, and then you get 2 days early access. So I'll do that realistically. Cool. Let's look at the other gameplay stuff. Because obviously what it comes down to is the game fun? Does it feel good to play? And for me, I really liked the speed of Eternal. I liked 2016 too, but once we cranked up the speed and the verticality and everything, I really liked that in Eternal. It made me like Eternal more. Until you get to the DLC. I didn't care for the DLC as much. So far, it's just what they've shown already. Yeah. So when I think of glory kills, I think of not this. Not this. I think of this, right? Like, this is what I would want for a glory kill. I'm pressing this button, and then I'm, like, decimating the opponent as opposed to big old kick and now they go flying in 3 different directions with the different pieces going in each direction. Yeah, so it's nothing we haven't seen already. We didn't just see. When I said gameplay sizzle, I was hoping it was a little bit more of a gameplay section. I don't know. I think regardless of how you feel, I think it's gonna be good and everything. I just don't know if I'll like it as much as Eternal. We'll see. It comes out in May. I'm gonna have to replay 2016 and Eternal then for sure before this comes out. Cool, but otherwise looks cool. I'm excited to sort of see how the wider world does. But yeah, I'm excited. We'll definitely I'm definitely gonna pre-order and get the premium, and then we'll play 2 days earlier. I don't know if I'll want to get how much even. Hold on. Body is ready. My body is also ready. I want to see how much. Is there a website for it? I want to see. Just out of curiosity, how much is that collector's edition? Their website. Here we go. Website. How much is this collector's edition? Pre-order. How much is it? I'll allow, sure. It is platform. If I do Steam, 200. Oh, pretty good. For the slower, brutal pace, then I think yeah, that looks like super what the game is going for. Then I think you'll like it, especially if you prefer like closer to how the original Dooms play. This looks a lot closer to those. I just kind of like the fast movement, being able to like weave around enemies as this like monster of death that they just can't seem to touch. I think I just personally like that as my power fantasy dynamic. But actually, got it $200. Not bad. That's pretty good. Pre-order and your pre-order and will not ship until all items in the order are available for shipping. Pre-order your item technology. Only ship to US and Canada. Only 1 per customer. Only item due diligence of delivering this item to you. Only this can be purchased in order. Any other items in your order, you'll have to remove them. Okay. So I got the PC bundle. Game, it comes with just a code. Okay. It's kind of funny. Old days, I would have launched with the PC version. You'd have to worry about like getting a fucking disc copy, but no, it's just a code now. I might do it. I'm super thinking about it. I'll keep this page up. I might do it. Hold on. I'm going to open this over somewhere else where I know I'm going to keep this open. I might do it.